I'm going to give you a topic and you just no chill. Go off on it, all right?
Okay.
I'm scared for this one. Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian.
That one's funny because, like...
Funny?
Because America is like, well, he cheated on you the first time and you took him back and he cheated on you the second time. It's Tristan Thompson. He's an NBA player. I mean, I'm pretty sure he every single night. You just only caught 2.
Wait, so are you saying every NBA? Because you said he's an NBA player, so every NBA player cheats.
Not every NBA player. There's some good husbands out there.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm just saying.
How many do you know?
Huh?
How many?
What do you mean?
How many do you know that don't cheat?
Thousands.
No, you don't.
I don't know any.
What is going on, people? Jaye Black here. Second video of the day. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure you go and see the first video. Also, the other content as well. Make sure you like this video and share it. Share it with everybody, man. I'm going to talk about Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas is very hilarious. He's actually been doing his own podcasting for, a few months now. Well, maybe since last year, I believe. He did a sports show briefly with the infamous ex-adult entertainer. I don't know if she's still doing it or not. Mia Khalifa on the Complex channel. And he was given this interview by Christine Leahy. Yes, Christine Leahy. She has her own show on Fox. I mean, she's good at, moderating. She has a good voice for television, even though she can be a bit of an airhead at times. She's hosting this show and she's interviewing Gilbert. Now, the video clip you saw at the beginning of the video was the video clip that I'm responding to because they were speaking about NBA players, and it was speaking about how, he basically was like people, it was mainly talking about, she asked him about Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian, right? And he could have laughed at it. He thought it was funny, and then she was surprised that it's funny. Yeah, it is funny. When you speak about these Kardashian relationships, it is funny. It is hilarious when you look at these relationships and how they continuously fail for Khloe, and she has a liking to these NBA players. And I think that he, in saying that, felt like, it was hilarious how to heart people took it because, Tristan was getting with these women, but Khloe was staying with him. And he basically was saying how a lot of NBA players do that. A lot of these guys are messing around on their wives. Now, he didn't say any names. He didn't go into detail. Now, at the end of it, he tried to clean it up by basically saying he knows that there are faithful husbands out there. And Christine Leahy basically was like, how many do you know? He's like, thousands. She was like, yeah, right. Because in her mind, too, she thinks these guys mess around, too. They probably done messed around with her. But anyway, listen, man, Gilbert has been in these locker rooms. He's been around these guys. He knows what's up, man. He's on social media. These guys are sharing the same women. These women hop from DM to DM with these guys. These females have probably told them the particular NBA players that they have dealt with, because that's how these groupies are. It's like these YouTube groupies. These groupies go from one chat room to another, one comment section to another. It's the same thing. Well, I won't say the same thing, but the movements are the same, but what they actually do is a little different. Okay. But be that as it may, man, I don't think Gilbert is wrong for what he's saying. He's being honest, and people are going to look at his comments and they're going to say, dude, you're snitching on these guys. You're telling things that you don't need to be telling. But you got to remember, Gilbert is part of the media now. He's going to be honest. He's not going to sugarcoat. Okay. And he really don't owe these guys anything. As long as he's not putting their name out there, as long as he is not, going into details about certain people, certain situations, he was just speaking in general. And I have no issue with that. Okay. But I will say this though, Gilbert, there are some guys who are married in the NBA who probably have arrangements with their wives. The relationships are probably quite open. But I will say this, though. It is very rare, probably, that you're going to see a guy in the NBA who is actually in a monogamous relationship with his wife. Okay. Doug Christie, years back, him and his wife were, his wife said that they were in a monogamous relationship and that he wasn't messing around with any other women. Yeah, right. I guess any other women outside of their marriage, because from what I understand about that situation, they invite women into the bedroom, but be there as it may. I think he's right. I think a lot of these guys mess around, and the thing is, you still have these women who will get with these guys. You still have these women who will be in these guys' DMs. They will go meet these guys at clubs or parties, trying to hook up with these guys, trying to date these guys. Or they will get into relationships with these guys and expect these guys to all of a sudden be monogamous. You're talking about young 20-something-year-olds with a lot of money and a lot of, groupie action in their DMs. They're getting DM'd by new chicks every day. Do you really think that they're on the road, just thinking about you 24/7 when they're in the hotel rooms, when they have downtime, or after the game is over and they're still in town for the night? Do you think they're going to be sitting up thinking about you, wanting to talk about you as his wife or girlfriend? He's going to be out enjoying himself. And that is the risk that you take when you get into relationships with guys who have a high value in the dating market. I don't understand why you will have the Khloe Kardashians of the world get with your Tristan Thompsons and think these guys are going to be all of a sudden in a monogamous relationship, especially when these guys are still in their 20s and they have a lot of money and people know who they are. Because in basketball, you see these guys' faces a lot. You know what they look like. They're 6 feet 8. I think Tristan is about 6 feet 8, I believe 6 feet 9. So when you see him in the clubs, women gonna be on him and he's gonna get with them. That's what these dudes do. They may be monogamous at first. They may not be messing around at first. But just think about it. I'm not giving these guys an excuse. I'm not making excuses for them messing around on their significant other. That's not what I'm doing. I just want y'all to understand that Gilbert, once again, has been around these guys. He understands the mindset. He has been married in the NBA. He has been with a woman for a long time, had kids with her. There's no way that he's going to say something without reflecting on himself. You got some guys that are not going to be honest. Now, he didn't put himself in that category, Now, I said Gilbert was married, but he actually wasn't. I don't think he married Laura Govan. So he has been in long-term relationships while he's played. And this is why people should follow the Derek Jeter model. He would date, he'd be in these short-term relationships during his career. He wouldn't be in anything serious, not for a long extended amount of time. Because let's say that he is monogamous with these women. He's only with these women for a short amount of time. So he can be monogamous with her, but then he'll leave her and then he'll be single again. He'll get into another short-term relationship, maybe monogamous in that. Once that fizzles, he's off single again. And that is basically what Derek Jeter was doing. Not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying these women never said, oh, he was cheating on me. You never heard any of that with Derek Jeter. So obviously, he was monogamous with them to a certain point. That's when he was probably ready to go, and he didn't get married until after his playing career, until he was done playing. That is when he got into a long-term situation. And a lot of these athletes should do that. But what people got to understand is that when you're an athlete and you're in your prime, you're making a lot of money, you're really famous, you're big, women usually are on point. they're at their best when you have a lot going for yourself. But once you retire, once that spotlight isn't on you anymore, once the money starts to get, you're not making the same amount of money anymore, those women change. Those women change. They no longer want to be with you. Why do you think the divorce rate is so high once these players retire? KG, a year or so after retiring, now he's going through a very pricey divorce. She could have divorced him when he was still playing. Why did she wait till after he was playing? Because he's not making the same amount of money. You're not, married to an NBA player anymore. It was all good. Why do you think these guys play as long as they do? Just think about it. Why do you think these guys play as long as they do? Because one, they know that once they retire, that relationship is going to fizzle because that woman isn't there for the right reasons. Once he's at home more than he's on the road, she's going to get uncomfortable. And she's going to get uncomfortable because she's used to him being gone half the year, if not more. So she's used to being married, single while married. She's used to being the only one at home with the kids, being able to go out with her girlfriends, do whatever she wanted to do, spend his money. That changes when he's at home more because he's watching his money. Okay, he's watching her. Okay, because trust and believe, these women have side dudes. I seriously doubt these women are going days and weeks without getting none. Okay, especially if these are young women. Y'all need to stop buying into it. Buying into this BS that these women just at home waiting for these guys to come on. With all this social media, the majority of these women are on Instagram, all these other platforms, showing any and everything off. These relationships aren't monogamous anyway. They aren't. I'm not saying that these women are, stepping out of these relationships as much as these guys are, but I'm saying is that these women ain't just not doing nothing. I don't care if they step out of a relationship once. You stepped out of the relationship, so you have no room to judge. But I'm seeing a lot of judging. We shouldn't be judging anybody. See, I don't judge anybody. I speak my opinion and that's it. I don't make videos to tell you to think one way or the other. I'm only here to inform. I'm only here to speak what I believe about a situation. It's up to you in your mind to figure out the rest. I'm not going to be here to tell you how to think. I'm not one of those people. So y'all let me think in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.